Hi guys, how are you? This is your midweek recording and video newsletter to keep you up to speed on what's going on in the school right now and what to do looking forward for the next couple of weeks. Usually everything revolves around testing and graduation because that is something every student does. But we also have the ability to prepare you for other events as well too, such as tournaments and outside events such as demonstrations, parades, and all sorts of stuff that will be coming up, especially during the summer. So this message is going to have a couple of really important and salient points that you have to know about. And I do want to let you know that we do have with our new website, we have a blog on there that you might want to read and follow up on, as well as the school schedule is posted there. So if you're ever not sure about the schedule, go ahead, go to our website, www.salemmartialarts.com. And there's one M in there. And I'll type that into the email so that way you have it. But, keep that and save that because it has information in there that you can look at, especially like the schedule. And also, I upload photos all the time to the photo gallery. So you'll catch pictures of your kid in action at graduation, in class, at testing, whatever. Okay, so this part of the message is very important because I think a lot of people have some misunderstandings about traditional martial arts training and also expectations in this school. So here we go. Now, if this pertains to you, this is not, well, let me just put it to you this way. If you've kind of fallen into the trap on some of this thinking, please go ahead and just switch out of it. Okay, so first of all, there are three major parts to your training, and you do need to participate in all three to be not only a good student, but a strong martial artist. And yet you are actually taking all of the benefits and getting all of the graces, I guess you could say, out of the training, all of the fruits, I guess you could say, like the confidence, the courtesy, the self-control. Right now, we're working on self-esteem, and self-esteem is the joy of being myself. We have a problem in our society right now where people think they have to be someone or something else in order to be happy. They haven't learned how to be happy with themselves or content with who they are. So we'll get into that in classes, but martial arts training can actually help with a lot of that. So let me go over the three parts of training that are essential and necessary. First, attendance. You got to come to class. It's like we joke about it, like, how do you get your black belt? Come to class. Well, that's how you succeed at anything. Come to class. So there's the recommended number of classes for each program. The basic program maxes out at 2 classes a week. For black belt leadership and up and camel ranking up, it's minimum 2 classes a week, please. And then the goal is to become a black belt. That's what martial arts training is about. It's not about being the world's greatest green belt. It's about being a black belt. So set that goal. And we have found statistically that people who set that goal high and early usually do achieve it. The national average is only about 10% without setting a goal. If you do set the goal, your odds go way above 50%. Okay. So attendance, come to class. We've always had a policy where if you miss classes, you can make them up at no charge. Even if you've missed a lot of classes, we just extend your program. If your program is for 6 months, we give you a grace period to make up those classes. We want you to get your program. Next is for testing. Testing is absolutely essential. And some people, I know I've heard this philosophy before, I don't feel it's necessary to test. I know how good I am. Really? Okay. Can you get your driver's license without taking the written exam and the practical with that nerve-wracking guy sitting in the seat next to you with his clipboard? No. Can you practice medicine or law without taking examinations and board exams? No. You will test. Testing puts you on the spot and makes you put your money where your mouth is. I know that seems harsh. No, it's not harsh. It's true. You have to prove that you can do what you've trained to do and what you say you can do. And is it pressure? Yeah. But guess what? Martial arts is about self-defense. Are you honestly going to step up and fight for yourself if things go sideways? If you buckle under pressure just because somebody says, "Sijan," I doubt you're going to hold up under pressure if somebody says, "Put your hands up." So testing is mandatory to be a student in the academy. Last of all is performance and validation. And that's the graduation ceremony. It's not just about getting your belts and your awards. The belts and awards is the frosting on the cake. The cake is get out there and perform in front of everybody, not just your class, not just your mommy and daddy, or in front of a judge or an instructor, but in front of everybody. Once again, it's about being able to perform under pressure, validating your performance and your success, and then being amply rewarded for what you have accomplished. So you are expected to be there. Now, if you miss classes or testing or things because of illness and injury and stuff, that can be all taken care of. However, simply blowing off things because you just don't want to do it, you're tired, it's boring, it's not fun, you have to sit. Okay, I'll talk to individuals about that attitude because that attitude has to change. It really, really does. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because that is important. And we are seeing way too many people not showing up for graduation. They weren't sick. They weren't injured. They didn't have a pre-existing obligation that they were expected to meet. They're just blowing it off. It's like, okay, that's not okay. So anyway, it may seem like a slap to the face for some people, but the shoe fits, wear it. Okay. So anyway, let's go over some announcements and things that are coming up. So the announcements we've been doing in class are there is a new student orientation this Saturday. So if you have family and friends you've been hoping to get invited to the school, and please try the classes, put them in touch with me ASAP or confirm an appointment with me. Let's have them show up this Saturday at 10 a.m. Do please clear it with me first because I'm already half booked on it. So I have room for about 5 more families as of now. Okay. I already have the helpers that I need lined up to come in and help us with the event. So I don't need any more volunteers, but thank you for the people who have volunteered to show up this Saturday and to help out. Next, spring break. We are going to be closed for spring break. We're matching the Salem-Keizer school district schedule. So it's going to be the whole last week of March. I think that's starting on Monday. Let me check my calendar. Monday, the 25th. Yeah, Monday, the 25th. Cool. No classes. Go have fun. Please come back. Don't get sick. There are going to be some events coming up in the month of April. When we get closer to the month of April, I'll be announcing those dates and getting them posted for you. In the meantime, I am still doing sales on the 1-year memberships. So if you sign up for a 1-year membership in Black Belt Leadership or Legacy, and you pay for that year in advance, you're going to get a very sizable discount. Not the normal 10% off for a prepay, but closer like 33%. So if you are very interested, you want to learn how to do that, you would like to get off of your monthly billing and just do a 1-year prepay instead, let me know. I can help get you taken care of very, very quickly. All right, next, when we're on spring break, we are going to be sending out information about the camps. I think I might go ahead and open up registration for it. That doesn't mean you have to register that early, but if you do, it's great. That way you've already got your spaces booked and everything. But for sure, I will get the information out to you. So you'll get an information email telling you about the camp and the ages it's recommended for and what we're going to be teaching and what the goals are for the camp. And if you want to get involved in it, when the links come out to let you register for the camp, you can do it then. I don't put people on a waiting list. So what I do is I just send out the registration links and you take advantage of it. So anyway, just look for that information about the camps. They're a lot of fun. Okay, the next thing is go ahead and mark this on your calendar right now. Usually throughout the year, we have our graduation ceremonies on Friday nights. And that's just because it's the end of the week and everybody can wrap up and spend the rest of the weekend relaxing and celebrating. However, this time I couldn't get my Friday. And believe me, guys, I actually have to book these things like a year in advance, but we kind of got into a tussle with another organization that got edged in before us and got the Friday that I needed. And so instead, we're going to have the graduation ceremony on a Thursday night instead. Same time is going to be May 16th, Thursday night, starting at 6 p.m. Okay, so that's your next graduation ceremony. Just pop it on your schedule so you're aware of it. And that Friday night afterwards, we'll have our open office hours where you can come in and get your new sparring gear and get your weapons for the next training cycle and blah, 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 blah. Which brings me to the last two parts of this video. This is the new training weapon for leadership students, Songjabangs. You do have to have two of them, so it's a pair, because you're going to be training on single and double chucks, which is both first and second degree material. And I can get you the nice performance ones, but I do these only by order. I don't keep a large stock of them on hand. So if you're wanting performance chucks instead, let me know. But it is best that everybody has the safety weapons because they're great for class. They're a little bit easier to use. If you smack yourself with your weapon, and you will smack yourself, they're foam padded, whereas that I just held up was wood. Yeah, if you smack yourself, we can hear it all across the room. Anyway, the safety chucks are only $60 for the set. If you take good care of them, they last for years. One of my pairs I had for about 15 years before they really started to look pretty yucky. So anyway, if you want those, the performance ones I just showed you are 90, okay? And they're nice, but as far as I know, and I always have to go back and check the rules because the rules keep updating and changing. But as far as I know, those are only allowed for extreme and creative competition, not for traditional competition. Okay, next week is going to be week 2 of our training cycle. Week 2 is your first opportunity to test for your first progress stripe. Okay, so remember when I said the first part of your training or the first part of your training requirements was attendance? Okay, coming to class. You do have to have 3 classes to be eligible to get your first stripe. Learning. We usually don't start stripe testing until about Wednesday, so we got a couple of days this week. We got at least one day next week to get people in and brush them up on the material. And then we start testing on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for first stripes for all classes, white belt through black belt. So that'll be next week. Now, one last caveat, and then we got to go. This is going to be a short cycle. Okay, all of the cycles are based on 10 weeks. There's 8 weeks of core curriculum and training, and 1 to 2 weeks, 2 if we're lucky, 2 weeks of test preparation, mock testing, and finals. But because of spring break, you're actually going to have only 9 operational weeks of training in there. Okay, so you can come to extra classes before and after to make up for that. We're going to do some open house training, as in the week before we close for spring break, ding, 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 unlimited classes. It doesn't matter what program you're in. You are not limited to the number of classes you can come to. So if you want to come every day, you can. Leadership team, you want to come to more than one leadership, you can, because I know some of you have already volunteered to be on demo team. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know all about that. And then I got to go finish getting the building ready. I'm actually kind of sitting in front of a space heater right now. My legs are cold. The building's always cold. It's all this glass and sheetrock and everything is cold. So I come in here about an hour early or so and I start kicking up the heaters and stuff. I do the same thing in the summer. I kick up the air conditioner. So I'm going to go get stuff ready. This email will be coming out to you by tonight at the very latest. I'll have the link to our website so you can get in there and check out the blog and the gallery and the schedule on there. And I'll have any other information on there I think that you might need. And dates. I will remember to have the dates in there for spring break and the dates for the next graduation and all that good stuff. All right. Well, guys, I will catch you later. See you soon. Let me turn this bad boy off. Find my button. Find my button. And goodbye.